Welcome. You're listening to The Radke Show with David and Melissa Radke. Tell you exactly what that exterminist said to me. I
I
said,
think it's exterminator, not exterminist.
if you are have race issues, you're a racist. Well, I was going to say I have issues with my exterminator. So then I would be the exterminist.
Yeah.
Okay, I have issue with him, so I'm an exterminist. I said to him, there are ants all over my kitchen. They're all over my kitchen floor, all over my counters. I walked in and some got on me and I think they bit me. Is that a thing or am I just freaking out? And then he said to me, I think that's probably just your menopause.
Oh.
What's the name of our company?
No.
No, this is a good shout out. Give me the name. Quality Pest Control. Look,
Not ad, not a partner, but we would be.
I know. Actually, we've used him for years, and he is a friend. His name is Daniel. And he has the freedom to say that to me, but it made me an exterminist. No, I'm an exterminist, and I got a problem with all exterminators. But we did call them, and they were like, coming out. They're going to come out right away. I mean, really, seriously, shout out to them for Real Quality Pest Control in Lufkin, Texas. If you ever, they're great. And everybody they send is friendly, and I feel safe with them in my house. They're really great company. But he also said, I said, first of all, how rude, sir. And he goes, hey, just promise me that you won't use Raid or anything on them.
Oops.
As he is saying this, David is like this. Ask him what we should do in the meantime. And apparently, Raid and all this stuff that we use is, you don't want to use it because it just makes them come back madder. I don't think that was actually the exact words he used. I'm pretty sure he used some elite prestige words that only he would know. But it just makes them madder is what I gathered. Are we bothering you, sir?
No, I just thought you were chitting and chatting.
I'm not chitting and chatting. Anyway, we have ants.
I did realize that there's a reason why I couldn't own a extermination company.
Why?
Because I don't think people would appreciate my humor.
Your humor, he said, David Radke says humor without an H on the front of it. He also says Houston and Yumble.
It's humble.
Go ahead.
No, because if somebody would have called me.
No, I'm saying humble. I mean humble. Humble. You say humble.
Humble.
That guy is so humble. You say that guy is humble.
No, I say that guy is humble. I say the town is humble.
Okay, you're confusing me. Anyway, why couldn't it be an exterminator?
Okay, so you're calling in.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. It's like Quality Pest Control.
Hello, this is David's Pest Control.
Okay. I am freaking out right now. I just walked into my kitchen and there are ants everywhere and I just stepped on them and they were crawling up.
What?
Ants everywhere.
Ants on the ground. Ants on the ground. Everywhere you look, there's ants on the ground. How can we help you this afternoon? I don't think people would appreciate it.
I would have clicked down. First of all, I don't know why Daniel hadn't hired you at Quality. This is the kind of stuff they're doing over the phones. Okay, I would think that he'd want to literally bring you on board. All right, listen. So I say to David after we hang up, I'm like, they're coming in the morning, early in the morning. David says, maybe the reason is because you left bacon on the counter. Now, that hacks me off that he said that. First of all, this is the second time we've spotted ants. The first time we spotted ants, it was down where we keep our dog food and our cat food. And I told him, did he do anything to rectify it then? No, he didn't. Because this is what David likes to do. He likes to look reality in the eye and deny that it's happening. Okay? That's how he lives his life.
Or not leave food out.
It's dog food and cat food. Anyway. So he knew there were ants. Then I left bacon, 2 slices of bacon, which I had made breakfast for dinner the night before, and I left 2 slices of bacon out, and David's going to give me grief and tell me that's the reason why we have ants. No, it wasn't, because I'll tell you why. When I went in there when I went in there to fry the bacon, 2 ants crawled across my stove, my oven, my stovetop. 2 ants did. Now, had it been 2 roaches, David and I would be living in a duplex right now. We would have already moved out. Okay? I don't like bugs of any kind. Ants, though, are perplexing to me because I don't know how they come and how they go and what's going on there. But now I have a paper plate sitting in the middle of my floor in my kitchen filled with syrup.
The only problem is it's surrounded by raid, which they won't come through. So it's nice.
David!
Really.
That sounds just like something my granny would do, though. Sit out paper plates of syrup to lure them. That's what I'm
And
doing.
maybe you didn't lure said ants in with the bacon, but you sure fed them well and got them stronger to fight.
I know.
So,
also, maybe people are in the habit of not just leaving dog food out all day long like we have gotten in the habit of doing, because he's a nibbler. He's a nibbler.
Yeah.
He just goes and maybe that's something we need to think about, David. Anyway, enough of that. Today, we are doing something on the show that was seemingly popular back in the day when this used to be a Facebook show. We used to do something called Hot Topics. And every Tuesday, we would sit down and we would discuss the hot topics that are in the news. What are people talking about, buzzing about? And when we started this podcast up, we received several comments from people, especially from some of those in our Radke family, our membership group, saying, we really miss Hot Topics. We just like hearing you guys talk about the hot topics that are going on, because goodness knows, sometimes we don't agree and we talk about it here, okay? We also don't agree on what a hot topic exactly is, as you will find out in just a moment. But we are bringing to you today our first edition of Hot Topics, or as we used to call it, Hot Topics. No, you touch me and I sizzle because I'm hot. I'm like, hot. I'm doing my hand like that.
Okay.
And it's like the Hot Pockets theme, but it's
Okay.
so it's like Hot Topics. Why would you sizzle?
I know I always sizzled.
You always used to touch me
Okay.
when I sizzled.
Yeah, you do.
Now, what you're going to find is this. I'm bringing you relevant stuff that's happening in our world, okay? That's what I consider a hot topic, okay? Politics be darned. We might bring it. Religion be darned. Well, you're not supposed to ever talk about money, sex, politics, drugs. I'm going to bring those to you. David, here's a hot topic to David. Cat found in sewer in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, saved, ends up in a happy home. That's a hot topic to David.
If you are the loving owner of that cat, that is a very big hot topic.
That's a hot topic for like 2 people, and the cat can't read. So that's a hot topic to David, not really to me, but let's see what his are. But we're going to start with me and a topic that was really being buzzed about the last couple of days. And it just has kind of gone off like fireworks. The stock in Cracker Barrel dropped $10 over like a 24-hour period. Then it bounced back like $2, but all because they have a new person in charge. It's a woman. And she has decided she's going to remake the Cracker Barrel logo. Now, think hard, America. The Cracker Barrel logo has always been the words Cracker Barrel. Then there's a barrel. And then there's an old man sitting beside the barrel. Or maybe he's sitting on the barrel. I don't know if he's sitting on the barrel or if he's just sitting beside the barrel like this.
He's sitting beside the barrel, and you know his name was Uncle Herschel.
I did not.
He was the actual uncle of the guy or one of the co-founders. He was actually an uncle, and he would like go to store openings.
And apparently there is a menu item called Uncle Herschel's Breakfast.
Yeah.
I never realized that was the man on the logo. But anyway, this I know is going to be a little bit of a hot topic for you, Dave. And here's how I know. When we decided the other day that we were going to do hot topics, I told David, I said, I'm giving you a heads up. Be looking for your hot topics. I'm going to look for mine. And he said, okay. It wasn't probably 8 hours later we had the news on, and the news was talking about Cracker Barrel. And you went just like this to the TV. That Cracker Barrel stuff is complete crap, and it makes me so mad. And I went, stop. Don't tell me why you think it's crap. Don't tell me why you're mad about it. Save it. That's one of my hot topics. And so you said you would save it. This woman, this new CEO or whatever she is, has come in and removed Uncle Herschel and the barrel, and she's just got Cracker Barrel. It just says Cracker Barrel. And she's removed it, and everybody has gotten up in arms. I'm not up in arms about it. Why are you up in arms about it?
I'm not up in arms about them changing the logo. Do I like the nostalgia of Cracker Barrel and, makes you kind of feel, like when you were growing up and homey and all that? Yeah, I mean, I'll miss that. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset at the response to it, where this is people have been calling it woke. People have been calling all these absolutely ridiculous things that no one has stopped and said, let's look at the trend in the stock of Cracker Barrel over the last 5 years.
Oh, really? The stock has consistently been going down.
It's been tanking. A couple of years ago, they started having like maybe champagne and maybe some domestic beers and stuff, just trying to get a little bit of alcohol sales to kind of help bolster them.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember people getting in an uproar over that, but that's alcohol. So I guess everybody agrees on that.
Hashtag back row Baptists.
So,
that's going to get people offended at me. It was just a joke.
Anyway. Yeah. So listen, could there be some kind of possible conspiracy? Less than 1/100%. I am pretty confident. Now, I don't know this lady, but I'm pretty confident she's just trying to save a company that it's on its way out. And she's just trying to do something. I also would wonder how many of the people that are yelling and screaming about this is what's wrong with America. How many of those people actually go to a Cracker Barrel more than once a week? Maybe even once a month. Most of these people probably haven't been in Cracker Barrel in forever. So they haven't been helping the stock price go up, but they're going to complain and just try to find something absolutely absurd to argue about.
I am going to tell you that is the exact opposite of what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say, that is crap. That makes me mad. She's trying to be all woke. She's trying to remove the sentimentality of it. She's trying to remove the Uncle Herschel family friendly feel of it. And that makes me mad. And I'm totally against what she's doing. That's where I thought you were going to go. I don't know in living with him and knowing him why I thought that he would do that, but I did.
Well, you probably know that I'm kind of sentimental to it. I often think of my dad when I'm in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I order something that he would order, not because I necessarily am hungry for it, but it's just kind of a memory thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have a sentimental side toward it.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I believe,
but I'm talking about this people trying to make this political undertone, like
a political woke.
The lady is trying to save the company. She's trying to save jobs. She's trying to give you somewhere else to eat other than whatever the other half a dozen restaurants are.
Okay.
I guess I don't, and maybe I'm off the mark. I've not done a whole lot of digging deep into this.
Well, they've come out. She's come out and said, look, we removed Uncle Herschel from the logo, but we did remove him from our heart. We didn't remove him from our menu. We didn't remove the family friendliness, and we're not removing the vintage toys. We are going to modernize the store a little bit. And people were just like, oh, this is just getting too woke for us. But
But those
But you make
people,
a point that
but those people haven't been in there eating consistently that would prevented the company to be in the downturn.
Okay, now hold on there. There's inevitably someone listening to this podcast while riding in an RV down the road. They're like, I eat there every 62 miles, so I don't know what he's talking about. What about those people?
I'm talking, and I can't thankfully, I can't list like a couple, but I've seen a couple of political type people.
Oh,
and I can tell
they
you,
don't eat there.
I can tell you by looking at their picture. I know you're not supposed to judge by a book by its cover, but I'm a judging. And these people may never have even been in there.
Right.
They're just grabbing onto something.
Here's the thing.
I'm stopping short of being.
No, this is called Hot Topics. You can be hot if you want.
I don't know. It's just.
Here's something. I think you just made a point to me, though, on the issue that you didn't even mean to make. When you talked about this is a woman just trying to save the company, everybody came out so angry at her. Why would a woman be the CEO or the COO or whatever she is of a company that she's trying to run in the ground? Like, why would you take that position?
Because that'll help her get her next position.
Yeah. She obviously wants this to succeed. She obviously wants Cracker Barrel to win. That's why she took the job. So she has to be thinking this will be the best in the long run. People that go to Cracker Barrel are going to tend to err on the side of sentimentality. That's why they go, right?
And I would think that if the board is doing their job, which maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Again, I'm not in the inner workings of Cracker Barrel. They would want someone, even if they have fresh ideas and different ideas, they'd want someone that gets what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so they wouldn't, I don't feel, or it wouldn't be wise to get somebody that is just like, I don't know, they're from Canada or wherever, somewhere else in the United States that isn't as familiar with kind of Southern country, that kind of thing. So I would think that she would have to have some relatability or she wouldn't have made it through the interview process. But I don't know that, but you know,
well,
I wish they would have come to me.
Clearly,
because you know, it reminds me of a time I gave a gold nugget to a pest control company of a marketing idea.
A song, Ants on the Ground, Ants on the Ground.
But you can tell the people that since, good Lord, early 2000s, if they would have listened to me and my tagline, they'd still be doing really well because they could have really built off of it. I don't know how it would have fit culturally.
What is what are you talking about?
Cracker Barrel, they're doing the biz nasty.
Okay, you know what? Y'all, we used to drive home. We would drive from Nashville to Lufkin all the time to see my parents. And in that trip from Tennessee to Texas, you pass about 87 Cracker Barrels. And David would repeatedly say, I don't know why that Cracker Barrel isn't doing the biz nasty. The one back there was doing the biz nasty. And I said, first of all, I know that means business. Okay. It's just your funky it's just your funky fresh way of saying business. But I don't feel like biz nasty is fitting to a Cracker Barrel no matter how you look at it. This was definitely a hot topic for you. I am reminded of the scripture, without vision the people perish. So maybe she just has a vision for what it could be. Guys, it's 2025. They haven't remade that logo in like 100 years. Give it a break. Maybe she wants to bring him back later on. Maybe he appears at Christmas. You don't know. So everybody just calm down. Their biscuits and gravy are still wonderful. I love their biscuits and gravy.
It's all good.
Okay, your turn.
I like it.
Hot topic.
All right. So my hot topic is a very funny story that I ran across.
This means it's not a hot topic. It's just a little story he ran across in the Associated Press.
So are you aware that they have these new AI refrigerators? Did you know these even existed?
No.
So if you will, put in your food it scans what food is in there.
Okay.
And so you literally can touch it and it'll show you everything that you have.
Wow.
And you can even set it up to when it sees you're low on food, it will actually order your food.
Oh, come on.
It'll order your food.
It'll order milk from Sam's or from Amazon.
Or wherever you got to set it up. But yeah, it'll do that. But because it's identifying what's going in and it's scanning it when it's coming out, so it knows what you have.
Okay. That is unreal.
So that's a little spooky. I have seen a couple of clips that are kind of funny where the lady's pulling it up going, "Hey, I'm just here to save you some money before you spend all the money we did on our new AI refrigerator. Let's see what's in our fridge." And she was clicking on there. And I guess her husband put his head in and it read his head and said they had one avocado in their refrigerator. So they may still be working out some kinks.
So last night I opened up the fridge and a horrible smell came out. And I'm going to tell you that I run my fridge like my granny ran her fridge and like my mother runs her fridge. We put stuff in Tupperware, butter bowls, Cool Whip bowls, whatever. We put them in the back. We don't label them. We don't know what they are. Come 6 months later, we're trying to decipher what the smell is. Okay. It's a bad habit. It's hereditary. I open up the fridge and there's a terrible smell. And I think to myself, I'm going to just pick the lesser of two evils because I don't want to go through all these Tupperware dishes. So I'm going to pick that lettuce. That lettuce looks brown. I'm going to take it out. Then tomorrow, if I open it and it still smells, I'll go deeper. I'll find something else.
Now that would be amazing if AI
100%
could tell you could say, Gladys, what is that smell in my refrigerator? And they could tell you.
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
Or if you could say hey, what is that smell in my refrigerator? Well, remember you put taco meat in here 6 weeks ago. By the way, let me see. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Over 8 days ago, we drove to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I packed our lunch to eat on the road because I don't like eating fast food on the road, because most of the fast food chains are mixed in with a gas station. No. So I packed our lunch to eat on the road and I forgot it in the insulated pack and it's been in your car in the Texas heat for the last 8 days.
How in the world has that not? That little pack must be good.
That little pack,
because it's not letting anything out.
But my question is, it going to be maggoty? Is it going to be maggoty at the time? I'm worried that because at this point I'm like, let's just throw away the insulated thing. Let's never ever open it and look at it ever. Let's just throw the whole insulated pack away. But the insulated pack is nice. I want it.
We'll take a look at it, or we'll make Rocket take a look at it.
But you could say what smells, and remember you put in taco meat in here 6 weeks ago. The other day we were in the car and David told me to ask ChatGPT a question. So I did. And he's like, I don't like the answer. Tell it to go a little bit deeper. I said, David, no, you tell it exactly what you want. So he was driving. And so he pressed a button where ChatGPT can now talk to you. And so he pressed the button and he said, I'm making this up.
So you're just having a conversation with it.
And he was like, hey, ChatGPT, I just asked you this question, but I want you to do a little bit of a deeper dive on that for us because marketing wise, we want to know what is going to really work with Melissa's demographic. And I know came back exactly like this. Hello, David. That is a wonderful question and one we should all be asking ourselves. It just takes a big, strong, strapping man like you to really think about I swear, that's how she sounded. She didn't say big, strong, strapping, but she might as well have. And I wonder if I had asked the question, would a sexy British voice come on there for me? Or would it have been like?
No, it'd be this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and ask your question.
Can you go do a little bit deeper dive on that for me, ChatGPT, and tell me really what the marketability is, though, for Melissa's demographic?
Well,
that's my granny. How may she rest in peace? She always answered the phone like that. She would always answer the phone like this. Hello?
Well, wait. My hot topic. I didn't finish the hot topic. This is really for y'all that have watched us. We did. Oh, I always forget the number. Well, over 4.5 years, we did the Radke show from Facebook and our private membership. This is bringing back some old feelings here because you talk all over me and walk all over my stuff. I was in the middle of a hot topic and you.
But I thought I was reading your face. I thought I was reading your body language, and your body language wasn't really coming with it. It wasn't coming with it.
Well, it's going to be anticlimactic now, although it is pretty funny. So these AI refrigerators, they know what's in there. They know what you need to order. This family wakes up and there is over $2,000 of ice cream on their front porch because the refrigerator ordered $2,000 worth of ice cream and it was delivered to their house.
No, that's got to be a mistake. You just said they were working out kinks in the AI refrigerator.
Yeah, that's a big kink.
Say that's quite a kink.
I don't know if they moved the decimal. I don't know what it was, but they $2,000 worth of ice cream on the front porch.
Who? And how do you rectify that? With Amazon that it ordered from? With the refrigerator you bought your company from? How do you rectify that? Who do you talk to?
You probably got to start with, if it's Amazon, you probably got to start with them. And they're going to go, sorry, we received this order and delivered it.
Okay.
Then you would go to the.
I have an LG refrigerator. I hate it. I want a new refrigerator. If anybody wants to give me a refrigerator, I will give you free ads on here until God blows his trumpet.
As long as it's not an LG.
Until God blows his trumpet, we all go home. I will literally give you free. I'm not kidding. I want a refrigerator that makes ice, freezes things, and keeps things cold. I don't want it fancy. I don't need lights that light up. I don't need anything. You want your ice crushed? You want it deveined? You want what? I just want a dadgum refrigerator that works. This LG refrigerator is the bane of my existence. Okay?
You know what I think they should start working on? You know, they now have washer and dryers for clothes in one unit.
Wow.
It is the washer and then it is the dryer. So you put it in and it runs through the cycle and then
we get all the water out and we turn on the electricity. That sounds horrible.
I wonder if they could make a refrigerator that was also a microwave.
Help us.
I don't know. Ponder those things. Send us your incredible ideas that we can discuss. We'll be right back after this quick message. The Radke Show is being brought to you today by Melissa's new book, Chicken Fried Women: Friendship, Kinship, and the Women Who Made Us This Way. This book is a love letter to the Southern women who raised Melissa, scolded Melissa, and taught her how to make gossip sound like a prayer request. It's her most hilarious book yet, and it's available right now wherever books are sold. All right, back to the show.
Okay, I'm going to do the next hot topic, and it's political, and you don't necessarily like to go political. In fact, you even told me the other day when we were talking about hot topics, can we not do politics? But I have to because it is quite funny to me. So I don't know if you guys know, but if you are a Trump fan, you may have heard of a MAGA hat. I don't even know MAGA. I don't know. People wear these hats. And some people get really mad. Like I've seen videos of people who they don't want to be seated in a restaurant next to someone wearing a MAGA hat. And then I've seen people who put on MAGA hats just to incite argument or whatever. Well, apparently there is a new contender. There's going to be a new contender for president in 2028. Okay. And he is also going to use the MAGA slogan. Do you already know what this is? You're looking at me like you might know.
No, I don't.
Okay. He's found a whole new meaning, and this is what he put on his Twitter. Soon MAGA will have a whole new meaning. Coming soon for your next boat parade. You are very welcome. Here's to all the patriots. It's from Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, and it's Make America Gavin Again. Okay?
Was it ever Gavin before?
It wasn't Gavin before. Okay? Also, Trump is currently wearing a red hat that says Trump was right about everything. And now Newsom has come out with a hat that says Gavin was right about everything. And the reason that it's getting blown up online is because A, America was never Gavin. I don't know how we're going to get back to there. And number two, as one California person put, I love my state, but so far, Gavin hasn't been right about. She's like, and I'm a Democrat, and Gavin hasn't been right about anything. People are literally leaving California and flocking to Tennessee and Texas, these southern states, as fast as they can because Gavin has made it Gavin. I mean, I don't think we probably have one person. I know for a fact we have California people who listen to our podcast weekly. And I truly believe, I don't know how they voted. I have no clue if they're Republican or Democrat. But I think that they would say, if we try to make America Gavin, like, what in the world are we going to do? I don't feel like he has had a real hand. He hasn't had a leg up once in that state.
Well, I think he probably had a leg up, and that's maybe why he got elected. Because he's a handsome guy. He seems somewhat charismatic. I mean, I don't know. I haven't listened to him.
He's got movie star looks.
Yeah, I mean, so maybe that works there. But again, from a business perspective,
yeah,
well, the whole state of California, maybe they just don't want businesses.
They don't want businesses. Like, David can go into that far more than I can, but it isn't business friendly. I mean, it isn't education friendly. I don't understand. I mean, we have some very dear friends there, some of our best friends, and they are working in education there, and they are like, it is like a mission field. I mean, it is. I mean, I don't understand, like, what is going on that Gavin thinks we're going to make America Gavin again. But somebody can prove me wrong. Hey, I'm just bringing it up because it was a hot topic. Lots of people were giving their opinions on it. And I saw really both sides of the fit. Gavin's bringing them both out. He's bringing out the reds and the blues, the elephants and the donkeys. So what are your feelings?
You know, where was
America Gavin again?
Where was that saying, I'm going to give him the business? What was that? Remember that?
Yes.
What is that?
I'm going to give him the business is something that a man said to me once in the mall with my friend Kristen. A man walked up and said, "You look like you're about to get on the business." And we found it perverted, and we've said it. It's a saying now.
I didn't realize that's what it was. I can't remember what it was.
Remember? He looked at me and Kristen, and he stuck his tongue out like to lick his lips. He said, "You two look like you're really about to give him the business."
That man did not go.
Yes, he did. That's Kristen. Anyway, go ahead.
But I don't know why it made me think of that, but it sounds like that would be a derogatory term. So I'm going to give him the cow.
I'm going to make America again.
For those of you listening to the podcast, you need to go find the Radke show where you can watch it and see my hand gestures.
David did a upwards, like an enema type of gesture.
Doesn't it sound kind of aggressive and uncomfortable?
It doesn't. Aggressive and uncomfortable. Okay, what's yours?
Okay, I've got a last hot topic. So have you AI is everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the theme today. But have you seen this where AI can tell you what your dog is trying to say to you?
No.
So AI,
I thought your refrigerator was stupid.
AI helps you communicate with your dog.
Uh-huh.
Well, the problem was this neighbor was at his neighbor's house. Neighbor 1 was at neighbor 2 and said, "This is really cool. Let's see how it works." And basically it asked a question and it kind of does this little bark thing. And then the dog responded back and it translated it. And the dog was just saying how he was going to do total world domination. He was going to take over the humans because they were idiots. And it was just really funny because this translate thing, number one, AI cannot translate, your animals. But when he was, he thought it was going to be fun and cute and, oh, he loves you too, or something like that. But it was saying that the dog is going to take over the world. Okay.
Do you know what a hot topic is?
I wonder if they have AI for cricket communication.
Do you know what a hot topic is? Okay, I'm going to give you a little picture of it. This is a hot topic. People are buzzing. They're talking. They're buzzing. They're buzzing. They're buzzing. They're all around. They're looking. They're wondering. They're talking. They're writing. Okay. Literally, no one is talking about this.
Oh, I assure you, they're talking. It might not be good, but they're talking.
Exactly. Y'all, we'll be right back. We're going to go to a commercial, and the commercial is just going to be complete silence. And if you own an appliance company, you're going to be like, that's so awkward, that silence. I wish I could feel it with my company, but I'd have to send her a fridge. You're absolutely right. Go listen to the silence.
All right, we're back. At the end of every episode, we like to do some kind of a little game. So today, I actually have one.
I'm stunned. When he told me, I got so excited.
After our last segment, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm going to go ahead with it anyway.
I'm a little bit nervous. Going to go ahead with it anyway. Name your sex tape.
So let's get Sheppy over here, and we're going to try the ultimate dog translator.
David, this isn't a game.
You did an app the other day, and people love the backward masking.
David, this isn't good.
Come here, Shep.
Shep, come. Hey, first of all, Shep, come.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Look at it. Okay, he is walking over. Okay.
Shepherd, come here. So he did come maybe before. Okay. What would you like to?
What does that mean? What would I like to what?
What would you like to tell him?
Oh, okay.
Wait, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Shepherd, I don't know why it is so difficult to get an emotional support badge for me and you.
You may have paused too long there. Okay.
Shepherd, I don't know why it's so hard for me and you to get an emotional support badge for each other.
It's translating.
He really did move his head like he was listening.
To say?
You have anything to say, Hippie? Hey, you got anything to say?
Okay, let's maybe try a simpler one. Shep, give me a kiss. Okay.
David, you stuck your face right in his grill.
But he gave me a kiss.
David, this isn't.
It is what you make it.
Shep, look at the person you love the most, me or Dad. Well, he clearly loves that.
He's looking.
The most.
He's looking at you guys
because he loves you guys. He's just like me. He loves the camera and the lights.
Well, I will tell you, the TikToks that I watched were a whole lot funnier than this.
Well, this was horrible. I mean, truly, the end of this episode has been a train wreck, as my mother would say. We're just going to have to call this day a douche. Do y'all remember that? One time my mother said that. Tell me how that makes any sense, Melissa. I've had the worst day. I'm just going to tell you right now, we're going to have to call this whole day a douche. And that's what we're going to do about the end of this segment.
Just a flush, a clean.
Good Lord, David. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys for being here, for watching, for listening, participating. We always ask you to give us a 5-star. I'm pretty sure after today, you can't legitimately do that without feeling like you're a hypocrite. So wait till the next one on Thursday. Make sure you are subscribed, though, so you never miss a thing.
We've got to go because it's summer's eve.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Radke Show. We're going to end now so that you can go and love on your people. Till next time.